Today we're talking about how I discovered my own mixed voice and how I got my own students to also discover their mixed voice in an easy way. For those of you who don't know me yet, hey, hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Leo. I've been a vocal teacher for quite some time now, and I work specifically with beginner singer. And in this channel, I'm going to share to you guys a lot of things that I've learned throughout my career as a vocal teacher. Now, first thing first, have you ever felt your voice suddenly flips or cracks when you sing higher? That's right, there is your passaggio. If you have no idea what is a passaggio, I've made a video specifically explaining this on the previous one. And then I've talked about how eventually when you master how to balance your voice and go through the passaggio smoothly, your mixed voice will come out. So watch until the end because this could be your answer to 80% of your singing problems. Okay? The mixed voice is what connects your chest voice and your head voice seamlessly. Without it, you'll always feel like your two types of vocal register are two separate worlds, one low and one high. With your mixed voice, you're going to gain control, you're going to gain stability, and you're going to gain some freedom across your whole vocal range. It's the thing that makes professional sounds good and smooth from top to bottom. The mixed voice is not a new register. It lives right around your passaggio, that tricky zone where chest resonance starts to fade and head resonance starts to take over. If you have been doing your homework, you've been training your breath control and your breath coordination from the earlier episode that I've actually posted, you already have the foundation to finally discover your mixed voice. Now it's all about refining your skill set, refining your coordination, and ultimately learning how to say in a balanced zone without flipping or straining. Yes, I'm quite late right now, so I need to go to work first. I'll continue this video tonight, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe, who knows, next month. Bye! Welcome. This is my studio. This is where I work every day in and day out. I have a pocket of time right now. I have 15 minutes to record this quickly. So let's go. To explain things in a very simple way, I'm going to use a Venn diagram for you guys, okay? So let's consider, let's think of your head voice as this one. This is your head voice. As a beginner, normally your head voice is like this. Put HB there. That's your head voice. And then your chest voice is this one. And this is where the passaggio is. As a beginner, this is what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like that first. Your head voice and your chest voice are separated. And in the vocal lesson, you're learning to control and eventually you're trying to mix these two vocal register. For you to have a better understanding and better ways to imagine it, you have to imagine it this way. I'm not saying this is the only way, there's a lot of other ways, but the way I simplified it for my student is I'm using this diagram for them and it made sense for them. So if it made sense, then good. If it doesn't make sense, then you might have to find another vocal teacher. Okay, yeah, but anyway, I know you are here to hang out with me. Yeah, so this is level 1. You have learned about this thing. So after a few months, you've been working on the homework that I gave to you guys. So now you started to blend your voice. You've started to gain control on your voice, and then your head voice becomes something like this. Ooh. So now this is your head voice, yeah, your head voice. And then this is your chest voice. And these are your passaggio. Your passaggio is still here. Yes, your passaggio is still here. So this is now your chest voice, and this is now your head voice. And in between you have the holy grail of singing, which is mix voice. This is it. That's why this course is free, because I'm not even going to care about the quality for now. I'm just focused on just delivering the thing. In the future, as we grow, of course, I'm going to reconstruct all of these courses again and create it all over again so that you can get the best quality out there. But for now, this is what we have, okay? Because I'm still working and I need to balance my time. So now, we've had an idea now what it looks like. So we have your chest voice, this one, this area here. We have your head voice here. And then now we have your mixed voice over here. Yes, both of these components, as you gain a lot more control over your voice, you start to feel like there's this one register here. The passaggio is still there, but there's this one register that feels like it's very easy. It's not exactly head voice, but it's not exactly a chest voice too. Now on to the exercise. One exercise that I love to use is to ask my student to speak lightly. Think Michael Jackson or Ariana Grande. I'm going to put their video somewhere here, okay?
But I think sometimes they can hurt my feelings. And sometimes I don't like them, but I love them always.
We're gonna add 9 more shows in August. So get your tickets because this show is so much fun.
It's I could sleep on stage. I hate leaving the stage. I was raised on stage and...
Dangerous mission yet, with the fate of the world hanging in the balance, Tom Cruise's legendary super spy, Ethan...
How's that? Yeah, they're speaking like they're singing, right? These are the #1 thing that you could do to get you to experience what mixed voice is all about. Trust me, it might sound very, very funny, but whether you believe it or not, the way you talk actually affects the way you sing and the way you sound like when you're singing. 100% of the time, when I got a student who speaks very, very lightly, oh, their singing voice are very good. It's because they are using this kind of voice, okay? People who speaks with beautiful and balanced tone tend to sing beautifully too. When I was learning, my singing starts to improve and change the moment I start changing the way I talk. And mind you, my natural voice is actually lower. This is my natural speaking voice. I normally speak like this, but I found that it's better for me to use this kind of voice because it's more in my mix. It's easier for me to sing when I'm talking this way. However, there's a catch. If you're working on an environment that requires you to have some sort of power or authority, it might be a good idea for you to drop your voice low so that you can have that more commanding aura. But if you want to sing, then you gotta find a time when you would use this low voice and when you want to use this higher voice, okay? Okay, done. That's it for today's video. Your training focus. I need you to find a comfortable note around your passaggio. You know, passaggio, the area where you will be cracking normally. Yeah, for me, it's around that note. So I'll be speaking here, very, very near to my passaggio, okay? So I'll be speaking like this. For you, it might be on a different note. But first, you gotta identify where your passaggio is first. For now, I do not want you to do any siren exercise or any belting or slide. I don't want you to be sliding yet, with your voice, okay? I just need you to maintain this speaking level. After that, I need you to use the same light speech-like tone and slowly make micro adjustment for your voice until you could find the balance. As you're doing that, as you find the balance, you start to feel both the chest depth of your voice and your head resonance at the same time. I know it's very hard to identify actually. That's why I need you to focus on just getting used to using this very, very light version of your voice. It's not a head voice, it's very different, okay? But it feels like you're still using your chest voice, though it's very light. That's what you should be feeling like. There should not be any tension on your neck, okay? Once you can consistently speak in this kind of placement for an extended duration of time, then we can be sure that you now have your mixed voice. And this is it. This is the purest form of your mixed voice because we haven't learned how to make it louder. We haven't learned how to reinforce your mixed voice yet. We're just trying to discover it first, okay? So best of luck for you. I hope you'll find your mixed voice. As a safety note, if you start feeling a strain as you're talking, that's not it. Please stop. If you're starting to feel any tension or fatigue, also you need to stop immediately. Go back to your lighter coordination or just stop doing your training for the day and do it again tomorrow, okay? The reason why I ask you to do that, to stop if you start to feel any tension, is that having tension or pushing too hard too soon will just delay your progress overall, okay? So we don't want you to slow down on your path to stardom. Your homework for this week. Number 1, practice the Michael Jackson's talking at home as much as you can. Maybe not at your workplace, but as much as you can, okay? If you could do it for the whole week, then awesome. Yeah, much better. More practice time for you. The next one is I need you to record yourself doing all of these exercises. You be the judge of yourself. Are you speaking lightly or not? As a closing for all of this thing, your mixed voice is not something that you find. It's something that you build. Mixed voice needs to be built. That's about it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you've learned something. Do your homework and you shall progress. I will see you on the next episode. Bye.